Good morning. I wanted to pop in this sort of eclipse portal, see how you guys are doing. It's been really interesting for me. I feel like there's just a lot of cleaning up to do in the mind, and I've had like a lot of weird stuff come up, past memories and things. And this was happening not that long ago, where I was like having these past memories that I felt sort of like embarrassed about, or just weren't pleasant. And when I would see that, I would go back to myself and whoever was involved in that memory and just forgive them and like give them love and compassion. And it's felt super healing for like my different aspects. And with this eclipse, it feels like we are we're getting deeper into our unconscious, So there's been like a lot of things that have come to the surface that we feel like that you might have been surprised by, or we knew something was going on, and now we're conscious of it, right? So I just want to say thank you to everyone who is brave and courageous and doing this inner work, because as each one of us does it, it contributes to the collective consciousness, and it starts to shrink that collective unconscious a little bit more, and it contributes to what we actually are conscious of. And this is why like so many things in the outside world are like crazy right now, because we're essentially confronting the collective shadow and dissolving it. Taking risks. I have to tell you guys what just happened. This card reminds me. I was about to go live here, and I actually accidentally went live on like my old personal account that I like never use anymore. And I started to just talk like I would here on there, and a couple of people hopped on who, like, one I didn't even know, another one is an old friend that I haven't talked to in years. And I literally thought, I didn't think I was going to die, but I had a fight or flight response like I was going to die. So there's obviously still some fear around using my voice. And I want to say I appreciate you guys, because I feel so safe using my voice in this space that I've sort of curated with people who are like-minded. But yeah, I feel like that was sort of like, it was, like nothing's really a mistake. And I've been feeling like I want to put myself out there more, not necessarily doing like readings, because I don't know that everybody's that receptive to that, but it feels like using our voice in ways that, just in regular ways, that in our normal everyday lives, like speaking our truth, and we don't have to be super confrontational or anything like that. It's just putting ourselves out there a little more as our truest selves. It threw me for a loop. I had to like calm down again before I came on here. But the other thing I wanted to talk about with this eclipse, as I was going to bed last night, I opened the records. I didn't really intend to open the records, but sometimes that happens where I'll just be relaxed and I start saying the prayer to open them, and I'm like, okay, I guess I need to look in the records right now. And they were giving me so much guidance on how to take care of myself right now, and wanted me to share this as well. And so they were just saying, like, we're clearing so much. It's really important to drink lots of water. It's really important to go outside. I was outside like most of the day yesterday, and I felt so energized. Like, it was amazing. What were the other things? This compassion, like as these shadows keep coming up for you, be compassionate with yourself. The other thing that I wanted to say is that our shadow is not just unpleasant aspects of ourselves. It's also gifts and talents that we're not using, or we're afraid to share, or afraid to be seen in. So I obviously was just kind of tested on that. That's pretty interesting. So I am doing my best to step into what it is I love to do, and putting my voice out there. Like, I really felt encouraged to just keep showing up here and keep sharing my voice. So here I am. I'll pull another card from my Sacred Geometry deck. Ooh, Healing the Heart. I love this. It's like a DNA strand, and there's whales and dolphins. It's this as above, so below. You've got the mountain and the sky and the sea, the land. And there's the Merkaba and the heart chakra. Let's see what this one says. 9. 9 is usually the end of a cycle as well. And I feel like we're tying up a lot right now. The beautiful geometric configuration depicted on this card is, according to visionary physicist Nassim Haramein, the hyperdimensional fractal geometry of space-time. The matrix is a 3D Koch curve of vector equilibriums. Ooh, do y'all understand that? Love it. Don't know if I understand it. It is the crystal at the core of the earth. This geometry is intended to enhance healing the heart on personal, planetary, and multidimensional levels. Various places all around your planet have the potential to bring you into alignment with healing energies that may be revealed through cultural tradition, placement on the earth grid, or your own intuition. Sometimes these will be recognized as places of power or sacred sites. Particular locations hold potent energy by virtue of their historical and cultural importance, and as ideal places to offer prayers and quicken intentions. Be advised to seek out these places that summon you and honor the spirit of place that resides there. Be confident that you will be called to locations that are in tune with your movement toward wholeness and your mission in this lifetime. You may be surprised to find the place where you live holds healing energy for you. As you relax and feel into the spirit of the place you call home, tune into your surroundings and recognize how they help restore and replenish you. And that's how I feel about where I live. I feel very lucky. This property, just the timing of when I moved here, and how it felt when I got here, I just was like, this is my healing sanctuary. So I don't have to go very far. You might need to go to a park, or who knows, but wherever you feel that peace, that's like a really good place to go right now. And the other thing, they were talking about intention, and it feels like the more that we dissolve what is unconscious in us, we become more conscious. And as we do that, it's like we are creating with our word. I talk about this all the time, but it's like super powerful. And they were telling me to just keep focusing, keep like clearing out and focusing on what I want rather than what I don't want. It's time to start practicing these abilities more of really like aligning with the flow of life, and aligning with what we're grateful for, really having gratitude, and aligning with positivity. Because the thing is that we're like leading this curve. Like I'm seeing like a curve, and here's all this stuff like at the bottom of the graph that's like, chaos central, right? And like things that are happening, things that are being shown to you on the media and stuff like that. And the curve starts to rise, and it's like the more it rises, it's like the less we're paying attention to that, and the more we're creating from a higher vibration. And somebody needs to be leading that curve. And it's the people who have not denied the shadow of things. They're cognizant of it, but they're not stuck in it. They've integrated it, they see it, they accept where we're at, and they move forward to create new things. And I was listening to this thing about the shadow the other day, and someone asked Carl Jung, like, do you think we can avoid a cataclysm, like the next cataclysm of this, generation or epoch? And he said, yeah, if more people start doing their inner work. And so, because when you do that, the shadow is not something you are afraid of or deny anymore. You just kind of accept that everything is a part of the whole, and that is then your canvas. Double mission. Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you. So it's really not about like doing. It's also just like what I'm saying right here, just like being your truest self. And I like how this photo has the picture, the artwork has the dark and the light. That's all of you. It's not just the light, although we're called light workers, but we do need that light at the end of the tunnel. I'm also feeling a lot of galactic energy, so I brought out a really fun deck, the Mystic Martian Oracle. I got this in Sedona when I was like getting to know my alien self like even better, and it felt like she was coming back around last night, like, don't forget about your galactic friends. And because it's something I've felt a little bit, I've had mixed feelings about, I guess, how I want to think about galactic beings and all of that. But I feel like they're coming around again for me, and I wanted to pull a card from this deck because it's a pretty fun one. Ooh, yes! Okay, sorry, this is just like such another confirmation of what I'm talking about. The Vesica Pisces. Divine Feminine, birthing, fertility. So this is where the opposites meet. And that is, if you look at that, it's like a yoni. It's also your third eye. When you have both eyes open, you see the dark, you see the light. That's when this third eye comes together and you start creating from that space. So, again, it's just finding that balance. And I feel like I just want to say, have a lot of grace, have a lot of compassion for yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. And just keep going. I don't know. I feel like I really need to offer encouragement right now for some reason. And then lastly, I'm going to pull a card from my Isis deck. Abundance of Sothis. Stellar blessings of the celestial goddess of abundance. And there's that Merkaba again. All right. I'm going to see what this one says. I pull this one a lot, but I always have trouble remembering what it means exactly. I think it is about clearing out. Clearing out the old to make room for the new. Abundance in many forms is flowing to you now, beloved. Intend right now to receive it. Just decide to do so in your heart this very moment. The oracle of the abundance of Sothis comes as guidance to expect increased flow and to continue your good works of building channels through which abundance can be delivered to you. Freely share your talents, love, wisdom, and self, and enjoy the abundance responsively flowing to you in many forms over and over again. Whew! So this whole reading is like, just be you. Just be you, be all of you, and trust that there is magic on the way. You are magic. You are magical. And I'm just looking at this, I don't know, there's a lot coming through about this card. That is something that I've been trying to figure out myself, how to create more channels for abundance. But I feel very abundant already. I'll figure it out when I figure it out. But I'm just grateful for what all I already have. And I've also been cleaning out my closets, cleaning a lot of stuff out, like literally and then figuratively. And it just feels like we're getting ready to pull in some really awesome stuff. And yeah, so let me know how you guys are doing during this eclipse. And yeah, I don't know. My hand like wants to pull one more card. Ooh, portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. Again, this message of where are your intentions? Where are your thoughts? You can make it happen. Just keep being you. All right. I think that's enough. It's the same message over and over. Love you guys.